Good morning Year 4, and this is your literacy video on Wednesday the 24th of February. Now because it's a Wednesday, we will be working in our yellow booklet, okay? So it doesn't matter which comprehension book you've got, you're going to all watch the same video and complete the same activity in your yellow book, okay? I want to start by saying a very big well done to Olivia for a great effort with her comprehension this week, and I want to see lots of super writing towards the end of the week. Now because it's writing on Wednesday, Thursday and Friday, we're going to start by thinking about our phonics. Okay, so this week we're looking at the A sound. Okay, the A sound, and I've told you that there are 8 ways of making the A sound. How many ways can you think of off the top of your head? Okay, you might want to write them down. You might want to say them out loud. Let's see how many A sounds we got. Okay, so one way that we can make the A sound is just by using the letter A. Okay, so here we've got an A that makes an A sound. We can also use an A and an E, and that also makes an A sound. We've got A and an I to make an A sound, and if you look, that's normally in the middle of our words. We've got our split digraph A, a very tricky one over here that we use for the number 8. Okay, so E, I, G, H for A, E, A for A, E, Y for A, and A, Y for A. So let's have a go at reading these words all together using our A sound. A, Z, E. Lazy, well done for blending those sounds back together. D, A. Sunday, brilliant. A, N. Rain, that's right. A, M. Flame. 8, 8. Eight, great, A, grey, A, day. I want you to have a go at writing down some of these words, so I'm going to hide my A sounds again. Okay, they're going. Okay, which A sound is it Year 4 in the word lazy? Write it down for me so I can see. And which A sound is it in the word flame? Flame. And your last one then, what A sound is it in the word day? Don't forget to take a picture of this part of your learning when you take a picture of the rest of the writing that you do today. Okay, well done. So, each week we will be looking at a new story, and our story will then link to our piece of writing. I've got a picture from my story today, and just before I get started, I want you to think about what story we're looking at. So let's see what we can see. I can see 3 animals. They're furry animals, and they've got horns on their heads. They walk on 4 legs, and I can also see a bridge. And the other side of the bridge, there is a nice green field. So what story do you think we could be looking at this week? Okay, let's see if you're right. So we're looking at the story of the 3 billy goats gruff. Once upon a time, there were 3 billy goats gruff. They lived in a valley in the hills. One day, they saw a field of sweet green grass on the other side of the valley, so they decided to go there. To reach the valley, the 3 billy goats gruff had to cross a river. And we can see how they're going to cross the river. There was only one bridge across the river, and underneath there lived a terrible, grumpy troll. And here we've got an expanded noun phrase, haven't we? Adjective, adjective, noun. He never let anyone cross the bridge. He always gobbled them up for breakfast. The 3 goats made a plan. The smallest billy goat was the first to try and cross the bridge. Trip, trap, went his hooves as he walked across the bridge. Who goes trip, trap over my bridge? Growled the troll from under the bridge. It's only me, little Billy Goat Gruff, said the smallest goat. Then I'm coming to eat you up, roared the troll. Please don't eat me, I'm much too little, said the smallest Billy Goat Gruff. My brother is coming after me, and he is much bigger. Grunted the troll. Then I'll wait for him. Next, the medium-sized Billy Goat Gruff came over the bridge. Trip, trap, went his hooves as he walked across the bridge. Who goes trip, trap over my bridge? Growled the troll from under the bridge. It's only me, medium-sized Billy Goat Gruff, said the goat. Then I'm coming to eat you up, roared the troll. Please don't eat me, I'm much too little, said the medium-sized Billy Goat Gruff. My brother is coming after me, and he is much bigger. Grunted the troll. Then I'll wait for him. Soon, the biggest Billy Goat Gruff came over the bridge. Trip, trap, went his hooves. Who goes trip, trap over my bridge? Growled the troll from under the bridge. It is I, Big Billy Goat Gruff, said the goat. Then I'm coming to eat you up, roared the troll. Oh, no, you won't, the biggest goat shouted, and he lowered his horns and charged at the troll. Smack! He butted him right over the edge of the bridge. The big Billy Goat Gruff joined his brothers. They found their field of sweet green grass and ate their fill. Okay, so that's the story that we're looking at this week. The 3 Billy Goat Gruff. And your learning question for today says, can I identify question marks and add these appropriately to sentences? And identify just means to find. So can I find question marks? That's the first part of our question. And use them appropriately. So we're going to spot some question marks first, and then you're going to have a go at ending some sentences either with a full stop or a question mark. Okay, so a question mark then is a piece of punctuation that looks like this. I've drawn a really big one on my board for you to see. And it goes at the end of a question. And a question is something that you want the answer to. And we use questions loads and loads just in everyday life. Okay, so your first task is to copy out this text, the one in the blue box, and I want you to then circle any question marks that you see. So I'm going to scroll down so that you can see it all. And you're going to now copy this out. And whenever you see a question mark, you're going to circle it. So I'll read it to you. You've got to copy it into your yellow book and then circle any question marks. And we'll do the first one together. One morning, the 3 billy goats gruff were starving. What can we eat? So I'm going to circle that question mark because I've identified one. They'd eaten everything on their side of the valley. They spotted some delicious green grass across the bridge. Who dares to cross the bridge? The bridge was guarded by a vicious, evil troll. As they crossed, he shouted, "Who goes trip-trap over my bridge?" So I want you to pause the video so that you can see all of the text, copy it into your yellow book, and then circle any question marks that you find. Pause the video now. Okay, so once you've done that, so now in your yellow book you've got all of this written, hopefully with your best handwriting and your best spelling. Let's see if I can spot any more question marks. So I'm going to skim my text looking for a question mark. There we go. You should have had 3. Give yourself a big pat on the back if you circled 3 question marks. Okay, so we've done the first part of our learning question, which was to identify question marks. Let's have a go now at using them. Okay, so I've got some sentences on my board. And you'll notice that my sentences haven't got any punctuation at the end. Okay, there's nothing to end my sentences. And what you're going to do is you're going to copy it out into your yellow book, and then you're going to add either a full stop or a question mark, depending on if it's a question or not. So let's have a go at the first one together. There was once 3 billy goats gruff. Now is that a question? Is it asking me anything? No, so that's just going to be a full stop. Who goes trip-trap over my bridge? Is that a question, Year 4? Have a think. Is it a question? Is the troll trying to find out the answer to something? And he wants to know who's crossing the bridge. So you can see how I've used these sentences and ended them using the correct punctuation. So you're going to copy them into your book. We're doing lots of writing today. And then put the correct punctuation at the end, either a full stop or a question mark. I'll scroll down so that you can see all of your questions or sentences. And you might want to pause the video here so that you can see everything. Okay, well done for finishing that then, guys. So let's go through these. Hopefully you've got them right. If you've got them right, give yourself a big tick. If you didn't, correct it for me. Okay, so next one then. What do you want on this side of the valley? And that is a question. The green long grass looked delicious and ready to eat. That's just a sentence. How are you going to get back to your valley? Is a question. And what is your name? And why are you crossing over my bridge? Is also a question. So don't forget to mark your work. Give yourself a tick or a little dot if you got it right or if you got it wrong. Okay. So we've done lots of writing today, Year 4. good practice for us. And then my challenge for you today is to have a go at answering the questions using your knowledge of the three billy goats gruff. So these questions that you've got written in your book, the ones with question marks at the end, I want you to answer those questions. So I'll do this one. Who goes trip-trap over my bridge? And the answer is the three billy goats gruff went trip-trap over the bridge. So I want you to also write down the answers in your yellow book. Okay, the challenge is still part of your learning. Okay, so let's roll our dice and see what question we land on today. Okay, number 4. Have you asked any questions during today's lesson? So that might be to your teacher if you're in school or whoever is at home with you. Don't forget to take a picture of all of your writing in your yellow book and to send it to the Year 4 email address.